if somebody misses a payment on January 1st, and there's a 5-day grace period, it could be longer. They're late as of the 6th, right? So if you have a language, the language in your contract says if the buyer is late, misses 2 payments, even if it's 2 consecutive payments, they've missed the second payment on the 6th of the second month. If they don't pay the first month, then you get February 1st, and on February 6th, now I've missed 2 payments. That's a 35-day cure period for a deed in lieu of foreclosure. That's not what they meant. They meant 60 days late on any payment, which means after the grace period, they issue a cure notice, which has 55 days or something like that. Or if they're 30 days late, they issue a cure notice, right? A notice of default and with 30 days to cure, and then they can do it. So if January 5th I haven't paid and it's January 6th, now you give me a late notice, which says I need to pay by the end of the month. If I haven't paid by the end of that month, 25 days, then now you issue me on February 1st a cure notice, a notice of default, and a cure notice, which gives me 30 days to get caught up. Otherwise, you take the property. That's what people mean when they say miss 2 payments or 60 days or whatever that is. So if the underlying contract with the seller who's doing seller finance in sub 2 indicates 2 payments cure period, and the wholesaler wants the right to have the property back if the assignee end buyer doesn't make the payments and goes into full default, then they need a deed in lieu of foreclosure set up with a shorter cure period and the right to receive. They need to retain the right to receive any notice of default or cure notice that the end buyer would receive, and that way they can redeem it. This is why people will close into their own name first. They'll close into their name, and then they'll sell so that they can have the simple, straightforward, single right to issue a cure notice and all the other things. That's what's the problem here. I think people know what they want in a loose sense, and it's our job to figure out the details and to ask all the questions and drill down and say, okay, you're saying this. Is this what you mean? Because this is how this would work. So yeah, if the wholesaler wants to be able to redeem this property, that's a lot of special writing. We got to make sure it's written correctly. And just saying that if they miss 2 payments, we got to take their plain language, right? They're like, hey, if they miss 2 payments, I want to take the property. Okay, let me translate that into 2 paragraphs, basically.